everyone, Melissa here with Create Your Future. Today I have an awesome guest with me. Amanda's here. And we are going to be talking about competition, the illusion of competition, and how it relates to manifesting your desires. So if you are struggling or have ever struggled with competition in your job, in your relationships, in any part of your life, this video is for you. So really, the first thing I wanted to say about competition is exactly what the title of this video is. It's an illusion. Just like the rest of your 3D, it's all an illusion. So where the idea of competition starts is always in your mind first. So if you go through life thinking that there are people who are better than me, smarter than me, I never get what I want, somebody else is always going to get what I want. This can relate to work situations, third parties, in relationships. If you're trying to buy a house, like there's people that are going to put in a better offer than me. You know, there's plenty of scenarios in life where we can insert competition. And it's just the idea that somebody else or something else can get in the way of our desire, of our manifestation. So we just really wanted to talk about that and how you can, you know, stop believing in that illusion and start getting what you want so much faster with a lot less struggle.
Right. Well, exactly. You know, and I think one important thing, right, is so first of all, the illusion, there is no competition. It's only you in your quantum bubble and you're the god of your universe, right? All your thoughts are going out. But the other thing is when we do perceive competition, one thing that's important to avoid doing is avoid focusing on anything negative for the other person, because what you create for others, you are indirectly creating for yourself as well, because basically anything you focus on has the potential to show up in your life or somebody else's life. So let's say you're getting rid of a third party. It's wish them well, wish them that they find a relationship that they want. If it's a job, you know what? Intend that you stand out and that you get the job, and everybody else that didn't get the job, it was a blessing for them because they got their other dream job, right? So you know what, always like intend the best for everybody involved and just write them out of your story in the nicest way possible, because you potentially, if you know, could create that for yourself. If you're thinking, you know, oh, I don't even want to say anything bad, but you intend bad things for that person, you're focusing on bad things, which if you're focusing on something, it has the potential to show up in your reality and even happen to yourself. So never focus on anything bad. Write a good story for everybody. It also helps to make you feel good, right?
Yeah, writing a good story. I love how you put that, you know, rewrite your story so that that competition that you're perceiving is no longer in it, and wish them well, because that only reflects back on you, right? What we assume is true about others, what we assume is true about us, we experience that. So absolutely, always assume the best. And another fun way to approach competition is, if you are perceiving competition, number one, don't assume that they're going to get what you want. Don't assume that they're going to win. And number two, assume that no matter how it's showing up right now, it's working in my favor. Somehow, some way, this perceived competition is working in my favor towards me getting my manifestation. It's part of the bridge of incidents. You know, it reminds me so much of this awesome success story I had with a client recently where they were trying to get a job. They went through the interview process. They talked to the employer. The employer was like, we love you. We love you. We're going to offer you this position. You know, you're the one. So in their head, they're like, awesome, I got this job. You know, on some level, there was some worry, like maybe there's some other people they're talking to. And the employer did, you know, throughout the interview process did say we're talking to other people. But towards the end of the process, they made them believe, okay, I'm going to get this job. The employer ended up coming back to them and saying, I'm so sorry, we had to offer it to someone else who were just a little bit better qualified, whatever the reason they gave. But we love you and we want to keep you in mind for a future position. We're so happy we met you. Thank you so much. So that client immediately heard a no, but decided not to take no as the final answer, and intended that somehow, some way, this is working in my favor. That quote competition that I just experienced, you know, that's working in my favor. I'm still getting the job with them. They want me. They love me. I'm the best candidate. And sure enough, I want to say it was like a week later, this client heard back from that employer, and they ended up offering her a job. Not only was it more money than what the original job she was interviewing for was, but it was a higher position. So she got her dream job plus some with the company she wanted, and the competition worked in her favor, right? Because they got the job that was lower pay and not quite the same position. So competition can always work in your favor if you will let it. It can always be part of the bridge if you will let it and not perceive it as the final end all be all permanent no.
I love that. I love that. That is so good. Her competition or perceived got the lesser job. She got a better job. Like, I love that, and everyone's you pushed out, and it's your reality. You create your reality, right? And everybody is just playing their part in it. So, I think I never look at anything to be competition, and one thing that I like to do is to create my self-concept, my self-esteem, my self-confidence, like for instance, in my relationship, I'm the best wife ever. Andrew would never leave me. He absolutely loves me, right? And as a coach, I'm an absolutely amazing coach. I explain LOA so clearly, as a friend, I'm a great friend. I'm a nice person, and so create your self-concept of who you are, because identifying who you are and intending that people see that in you will also help to crush any sort of thoughts of competition. Because when we see perceived competition, we're sort of perceiving that someone's actually equal or if not better than us because they're competition. Well, no, you know what? You start creating that you're the best person in your world. Okay. Like you are the top dog. And now how can anyone compete with you when you have self-esteem and self-confidence in yourself, right?
Yeah, there's no competition when you're the prize, when you're the trophy, when you are the best, when you truly feel empowered every day and believe in how amazing you are. There's nobody that can compete with that because you are the best in your mind. And that's what matters. What's in your mind, right? What you're assuming is true about yourself.
Well, that's exactly it, exactly. So, everyone is you pushed out and your thoughts are constantly going out to them. And, if you and somebody else are going for the same job, who wins? Well, whoever you think is going to win. So make it always you. It's okay to always make it you. Give yourself permission to be amazing in your reality and to think of yourself as amazing. It's so funny. Like when, it's non-LOA people, before Andrew knew of LOA, right? Like I would always say, like, I'm the best. I'm the best in the world. Like I am absolutely the best. And he'd be like, oh, and modest too. And I'm like, no, there is no room for modesty or being humble in law of assumption. There is absolutely no room for it. I'm not going to be humble. Why would I be humble and lower myself to people that I see as higher than myself? Why would I not say that I'm the best? I have to say I'm the best. Of course, you say it in private in your own mind, or me in front of Andrew, but you need to declare it before other people are going to see it in you, right?
Yeah.
If so yeah.
And I was just going to say, and a lot of us, I notice this with a lot of clients too, is we get conditioned from a young age to think that we're not allowed to want certain things, or we shouldn't want certain things, or we're not good enough to have certain things, or we don't have this skill or this personality trait or whatever it is that means that we can want what we want. And all that's just a story too. Sometimes we pick up beliefs that from our parents, from society, from friends, wherever they come from. And, just reminding yourself that anything I'm telling myself is only true if I believe it's true. And as soon as I start deciding something different is true, that's going to show up in my experience. That's the only way this works. So I don't have to hold on to stories about why I can't have what I want, why I'm not good enough to have what I want, why I shouldn't want what I want. I can want whatever the heck I want, and I'm worthy of it and good enough to have it, and I'm the best. And you talk yourself up like that. Be your own cheerleader. Hype yourself up because you deserve it and can have it.
Exactly. Every one of you guys out there, you are the best in your reality, right? And there's no competition whatsoever, and have that attitude, within yourself and, reminding yourself that everyone is you pushed out, and there's only competition if you think that there's competition. There's tons of people out there, if you've got somebody that's liking your SP and so are you, easy. You know what? There's many fish in the sea. that they're going to go find somebody else that's even better for them, right? And my SP is going to want to be with me. The job, I'm the best qualified for this job. I'm going to stand out. They're going to hire me. So and so is going to get, a different job. Write them out of the story in the nicest way possible, and write yourself in the story that you are going to get what you want. And stick with your mental diets. I was reading Neville, and something when I was reading it, I realized I've been slacking on my mental diet like massively. It's like you have to really 100% commit to what you want in your mental diet, in your head, right? And if you do have a thought that is against what you want, you need to change it right there on the spot, revise it. I can't tell you how important a mental diet is, because everything in our reality is the sum total of our thoughts, right? Whatever we hold in our consciousness up here shows up in our 3D reality. So, if you don't like what you're seeing in your 3D reality, we need to start changing our thoughts in our head, right?
Yeah. So to that point, if you're experiencing what you're perceiving as competition right now, whether it's for your desired specific person or a job you're trying to get or a house you're trying to buy, notice it first, and then ask yourself, what am I believing is true about this right now? Why do I think that somebody else can get it instead of me? And then those are the beliefs that you need to start flipping. Those are the thoughts that you need to start kicking out, evict them from your mind, because the only limitations you have are the ones you're giving yourself.
Exactly. And that's exactly it. Be limitless right now, be unconditional. Don't condition anything, and don't limit yourself. Be unconditional and limitless.
Yeah.
Be
There's
the
no rules in
possibility of
manifesting.
something good happening.
No
What's
rules
that?
in manifesting, except don't limit yourself, right?
Right, exactly. Be the possibility of everything you want coming true today, and don't let one little setback stop you. You've got to have faith and trust, right? So if you are manifesting something, and you see the opposite, you persist through it. Persist through it. Believe and trust more in the 4D, what your thoughts are, that those are more real than what you're seeing in the 3D, because the 3D is old thoughts that have come to pass. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're old news. Okay. They're yesterday's thoughts, the day before, the minute before. The minute you change your thoughts, that's when your 3D is going to change. So don't let something old in the 3D pop up and throw you off track, right? Get right back on your mental diet, and say, thank you. Thank you for showing me something I created that I didn't want. I want this instead, and I'm going to move on,
Absolutely. And also remember, you're only perceiving competition because that's the lens you're looking at the circumstance through. The circumstance on its own means nothing. You're looking at it and deciding they're a hindrance to me getting what I want. They're in the way of me getting what I want. They're going to get what I want instead of me. You're perceiving it as competition. When you start to change the way you think about that circumstance, stop telling yourself it's competition. Stop telling yourself it's blocking you from getting you what you want. Your circumstances are going to completely look different to you, and you're going to manifest your desire.
Exactly. This is exactly it. So guys, remember, you can be, do, and have anything that you want. And each and every one of you guys are so incredibly powerful. So, claim it. Everything you want is yours. I'm going to claim what I want now. You claim what you want now.
All right, me too. I'm thinking right now.
Right. This is it, right? Well, thank you so much for doing a video with me. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, thanks, Amanda. I love having videos with you.
You're welcome. Well, guys, I've done a couple of videos actually today, so you should see quite a bit of me on the channel. So don't know what's going on with me in videos, but I seem to be doing them lately. So you guys must have intended that.
Everyone's manifesting it.
Yeah. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone. And if you need any help figuring out how to stop seeing competition in your reality, I'm available for one-on-one coaching, and you can find the link in the description of this video. I intend you have an amazing rest of your week, and we'll see you in the next one.